Hi everyone, it's Kirei here with another process video for Bramble Fox. And for this layer, I'm using the new Incredible View set that's available in the shop now, the Paper Snips number 35. And I'm working with the Pinkfresh Studio Spring Vibes collection. So you can see there the Paper Snips. It's all these really pretty florals and leaves. I've got 3 photos and I'm pulling in a very subtle pattern paper from the Spring Vibes collection, the Pinkfresh Studio, to use as a background. Now, I've started off with this sort of design. The idea I was thinking was I'd have all the photos sort of at the bottom with a row of a sort of a floral, all the flowers fussy cut along the bottom of the photos. However, I do change my mind. Okay, so I started fussy cutting the flowers and I'm going to do the whole sheet. So as if by magic, here we are, all done. I do love a bit of fussy cutting, to be fair. I know not everyone does, but I do love it. I find it very relaxing and I just do it in front of the TV. So yeah, so it's perfect. It didn't really take too long. So I've got a couple of little sort of journaling envelopes, little pockets that I'm going to use. Now I've changed my mind about the design. Um, I decided to cut the piece of pattern paper into 4 strips and sort of run them going across the page diagonally, and then have one of each of my photos on them, and then that second strip I would use for my title feature with that incredible view in that sort of deep green, and then basically add in to the pocket a whole load of the fussy cut flowers and leaves, and then do the same on the bottom right with the envelope that I have there behind the photo. So that's where I was really going. I've got those cute little trees as well. There's 4 of them that come with the Incredible View set, and I'm just sort of going to add those to the photos. It does take me a while to decide where I'm going to put them. Okay, so I'm just sort of fiddling around at the moment. I'm putting in the flowers and the leaves, just having a look at how that looks and am I happy with it. Before I start to get everything stuck down. So sort of just playing with that. My photos are of a very recent trip, just last month in June, to Jersey with mum and dad. Mum and dad are actually visiting from Australia. It's been 6 years since they've made it over. Unfortunately, COVID put paid to them coming in 2020, so they finally made it over here. And on their wish list was to go to Jersey. So we did for 5 nights and had a really, really lovely time. Weather is amazing, as you can see from the photos. And these were the views from the top of Mont Orgueil Castle, which is over in Gorey on the east coast. And it was really, really beautiful. We walked up about 200 steps to the top of the castle, which was pretty good going. Mum and dad are 82 and 84. So yeah, they're doing pretty well actually. So yeah, they loved it. Okay, so my 4 strips of pattern paper are now stuck down. I've distressed all the edges, of course, and I'm just mounting my photos on the this green pattern paper, which is in the Pinkfresh Studio collection. And amazingly for me, I actually don't distress the edges of these because I only had a sort of fairly narrow border on it. I just wanted to add a little bit of green. I decided to leave them clean and not distressed. Then I fussy cut out a few of these sort of green frames. And then the idea was I was thinking I'd just add them as a sort of repeating feature across each of those strips. So it's really coming together now. I'm having a look and going, I need to obviously fussy cut another one to add in below the 2 central strips there. And then that gives me that sort of repetitive element that just draws the eye across effectively across the layout. So I'll do that. I'm just going to snip it in half. And then, then it's there. Really now I've got to stick everything down. Okay, so I'm just going to raise all of the photos up using some foam pads. So I'm just trimming these to size here, and they will all just be raised completely, and then I can tuck in the little green frames above and below each of those. And then I can actually start to build my little floral clusters and get those stuck down too. So this was a bit different for me, the sort of idea, the design. I don't know. I think I started initially with that large piece, and it felt a bit heavy with all the flowers when you didn't see me do that actually, but I had all the flowers along the bottom, and it just wasn't working for me. I felt like I needed to do something different. It felt just too much. It was sort of taking away from the photos. So I'm really happy with how this ended up looking. Um, so yeah, so getting this stuck down, and then I can start to add I've got to get the little envelope stuck down, which is cute. The colours, the greens actually were perfect. They were just so good with the perspectives in the new set. I knew immediately what I was going to do when I saw the set. I was like, I know the photos I've got that are going to be just spot on for this. And then flicking through my stash, this just came out. I was like, yeah, this is great. Okay, so I started to add some foam pads to the back of these flowers here, but then I changed my mind and pulled them off, and I just stick them all actually down with just some glue just in the center. So it's only stuck in the center because that way I can still lift the sort of petals and the leaves, and I can still get that dimension that I like to get onto my layout. So fiddling around here as per usual, on where is the absolutely perfect place for those florals to go. Anyway, I'm going to move it on, and you'll see the finished. There we go. So flowers are all down, the leaves are all stuck down, and now I can just sort of add my finishing touches. So I'm fiddling with the trees here. I couldn't decide on these two. I had one on the first photo and one on the last photo, which I'm sticking down now. Those other two, I was fiddling around. I couldn't quite decide. So they do sort of, I don't stick them down. In fact, I think I stick them down after I've, finished the video. So get Incredible Views stuck down. Obviously, I'm using some glossy accents to make it nice and secure. And then I'm going to pull in some of the enamel dots in that look, see, there I am just moving those trees around again. And I'm just going to add enamel dots at the top and the bottoms. They're just it's a very pale sort of peachy pink. And just add those onto each of the points, and then I'm pretty much done. I'll add some journaling to the bottom of the layout, and here you go, the final layout. And there's some close-up shots coming. Here we go. And you can see the lovely perspectives and the paper snips, the fussy cut paper snips. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the process video. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.